they're going to incorporate, as you've so...
And wait, let's interrupt you. Equal time. Let's bring in someone who won't show us what's in this rule to come on and give equal time. We get 5, they get 5. That's what that would mean. Sorry, go ahead.
So instead of using competition and free market and capitalism, if somebody does not like what Alex Jones is saying, all of a sudden you say, eat, slam on the brakes, all of a sudden the door opens up, and here comes who? What is the opposite or the other view to you? What even, it's not even workable. I didn't even know what, if you say, I think ammo grabs are bad, we get somebody who says ammo grabs are good. Do we stop your show and bring them in and kill your ratings? Deliberately put somebody in there who's an awful broadcaster? That might be possible.
It's total torturous interference, but you're the constitutional lawyer. Come back and explain to me where you think this is going. As the Hill reports, though, this does have a torturous gauntlet to go through, but it's because it's so unconstitutional. But so's Obamacare, and so is Obama opening the borders without an act of Congress. So we're in the season of the power grab, of the dictatorship. Stay with us, Lionel. Used since before the days of the Roman Empire to support the body's natural systems and enhance overall health. Introducing the new InfoWarsLife.com oil of oregano formulation, a highly advanced nutraceutical form of this key herb that has been traditionally used by civilizations for thousands of years to promote health. We have now procured the most high quality and potent forms of oregano oil on the market, sourced from top leading manufacturers to ensure a concentrated level of bioactive ingredients, extracted directly from the wild herb and sealed in easy-to-use capsules. You will no longer need to endure the burning of liquid oregano on the tongue. Wild crafted from the Mediterranean oregano species that experts agree is one of the most powerful and most challenging to acquire. This winter season, it's more important than ever to secure this true form of oil of oregano. Now available in our limited first run at InfoWarsLife.com. That's InfoWarsLife.com or call 888-253-3139. Sold out for weeks due to the difficult and extensive proprietary process behind its creation, the exclusive InfoWars Life Secret 12 formulation is now back in stock. This ultra-clean vitamin B12 nutraceutical has been carefully crafted and developed over the last 2 years and is based on cellular science of how your body actively absorbs essential nutrients. Most forms of vitamin B12 are highly processed and synthetic and could not be properly absorbed by the body. Secret 12 is a binary of nutramedical grade, bioavailable coenzyme forms of B12, methylcobalamin, the same kind used in B12 injections, and adenosylcobalamin, the most bioactive form that has been created with our proprietary process. Secret 12 is taken by mouth, right on the tongue, and then swallowed. No needles, no injections. Don't take my word for it. Try it for yourself. Discover the secret. Secret 12. Supplies of Secret 12 are very limited. Secure yours today at InfoWarsLife.com or by calling toll-free 888-253-3139. Alex Jones here. For the last 2 years, I've been working with top doctors, nutritionists, and chemists to design a nutraceutical formulation that has truly life-changing health benefits. So many other formulations out there contain toxic ingredients, synthetic additives, and even GMOs. Introducing the all-new Ancient Defense Herbal Immunity Blend, crafted with over 14 key ancient herbs and extracts to supercharge and prepare your body for what experts admit is the most dangerous season of the year. We have rejected hundreds of other formulations in our quest to bring you what is simply the most powerful and comprehensive proprietary formula that we have ever created in the realm of herbal immunity. Experience the benefits of combining over 14 ancient herbs and extracts with exciting new advances in nutraceutical science. Now is the time to secure Ancient Defense for you and your family. Visit InfoWarsLife.com or call 1-888-253-3139. That's InfoWarsLife.com.
The government's Department of Homeland Security is buying up loads of ammo. At the same time, they're restricting civilians' rights to own and purchase firearms. Can you put 2 and 2 together? Infidel Body Armor can stop every round, including hollow points and .308 sniper rounds, is reasonably priced and fully legal. But for how long? Go to InfidelBodyArmor.com, spelled INFIDEL bodyarmor.com. Infidel Body Armor just won't quit.
When cells become toxic, they die early and aging sets in. No one has put together a formula that focuses directly on brain health, nerve growth factors, and optimizing your cellular energy at the same time. Just one of the key compounds, BioPQQ, is backed by major clinical studies. You want the best that's out there at the lowest price anywhere? We now have the synergistic solution. Secure your DNA Force today at InfoWarsLife.com or call toll-free 888-253-3139.
You're listening to The Alex Jones Show. From the front lines of the information war, it's Alex Jones.
Thanks for riding shotgun with us on this Sunday worldwide broadcast. I'm your host, Alex Jones. Coming up, we're going to cover social engineering with Joel Scalzo in a World Affairs Brief. Lionel of Lionel Media, LionelMedia.com, is our guest. Lionel, I've been interrupting, chomping at the bit. You've got the floor as a constitutional lawyer and as a media analyst, guy that's worked in TV, radio, you name it, in New York, all over the country. I mean, this is so naked and obvious for people that are informed, but then on top of it, they won't let us see what they're doing. I mean, this is so creepy.
Well, that and more. And by the way, kudos to Paul Joseph Watson, who did one of the best tutorials on this. And by the way, all of your videos. I don't want to blow proverbial smoke, but InfoWars is just. I mean, every day, Alex. This is my day. I look at the playground news. You know, Play School and Tonka and Fisher Price, and hey, look, snow, and hey, Harrison Ford. For God's sakes, I know he. All day with Harrison Ford, and then there's you, reality. Whether you like it or not, some of the best news aggregating and the like, kudos to you.
We do have a great diverse audience that feeds us great info. We have a great diverse repertoire and palette of great guests like yourself. I mean, I'm only a small part of InfoWars, but all my reporters, my crew, guests like you, it really does give people a very accurate spectrum of what's happening in reality versus the mainstream that is trying to control reality. I think that's the difference. We're trying to get a grasp ourselves in this quest for truth, in to know the mysteries of the universe, and the system thinks it's God and wants to control human thought. We just want to free it. But go ahead.
Well, you know, for example, all I need to do is when, you know, I'm good luck trying to tell most Americans why they should care about AR-15 ammo grabs. They have no idea what that means. But I normally go to your section under the news drop down, and to be constitutional, Big Brother police. When you talk to parents, you say, "Oh, here's one for you. Here's one of those weird Alex Jones crazy conspiracy theories. Here's one where a woman who basically was arrested for allowing her kid to, you know, go to a playground or something." That gets their attention. So I'm saying, no matter your whatever melts your butter, so to speak, whatever alarm buttons are tripped, whether it's police state, whether it's parental autonomy being lost, the internet, it's all there. It's all there, and you're merely quoting and citing. Here's the story. Nope, it was in Houston or it was in France. It's there. You know, look, if I got to hear about this dress one more time, or llamas, or Kim, on the front page of the New York...
Yeah, what is this? Is the dress blue or gold? People keep asking me. I haven't even looked it up.
I know. Look, I got news for you. I mean, this is just perfect. When I saw on the front page of either the Daily News or the Post, this is the #1 market in the country. Kim Kardashian dyed her hair blonde. So help me God, the front page. Meanwhile, we're teetering on war in the Ukraine. Anyway, but let's go back. Here's how they're going to take away your internet. And by the way, I always ask friends of mine, this is what gets their attention, Alex, so help me God. You say, well, you know, net neutrality. I said, by the way, do you like your porn? What? You like your porn? Well, yeah. Well, that's going bye-bye. What? That's right. They couldn't take your porn before, but now they can. And that gets their attention. So whatever works, whatever framework it is to get your attention. But going back, now because it is regulated, to recap, prior to Title II, prior to net neutrality, the government had no jurisdiction, none. Now it can regulate it as a utility. So, number one, obscenity and decency. Number 2, fairness doctrine, perhaps. Number 3, licensing. Number 4, and this is what you've talked about, which kind of blends both of them as well, intellectual property protections, claims of copyright violation, claims of music and sourcing, and that's another one. 5, hope I'm not losing my numbers here, it was just reported that ISIS, if you can believe this, whatever incarnation of ISIS this week, Saudi Arabian ISIS, there's like 90,000 Twitter accounts. So Obama and others are going to say, well, because the internet now is a medium of traffic to disseminate terroristic ideas, we're going to use national security as another one. Then they're going to bring up the Commerce Clause, which is, Alex, anything that the government wants to call commerce is their jurisdiction.
That's the one they've always used and the one they've been trying for 20 years to use to tax the internet. And if you can tax something, as one of the Supreme Court justices said, I forget which one, 200 years ago, you can destroy it. The power to tax is the power to destroy.
That's why I bring up, and I'm not trying to change the subject, but, you know, you've said it, and I think I've said it as well. I've never had a problem with the notion of global warming and climate change per se, whether it's anthropogenic. I'll let climatologists and others. I just want Al Gore and others to sign off that they will never advocate a carbon tax or carbon exchange.
To get money for themselves.
Right. So, because that's the issue. Why? The power to tax is the power to control. The power to tax and control means I can basically shut you down. So what's happening right now is, again, let's go back to this. You know, this is the 50th anniversary of Selma. And the left, supposedly, the professional left, and I hate to use these shortcuts, Alex, but I will for this.
They are the George Soros fake left.
Right, right. But they're supposed to worry about civil rights and what's about this. And did you read the Ferguson emails? The same people, Alex, who don't give a rat's you-know-what about Hillary's emails, now are all over some underling, some minion who writes, albeit racist emails, for Ferguson. So these people who have this absolutely selective sense of constitutional and civil rights sentience and feeling when it comes to freedom of expression, the currency of thought, this medium, they're brain dead because
they want the FCC to take over the ether of modern communication. Finally here, we're going to get you back this week for a full hour to break this down because you're an expert on free speech and the laws as a constitutional lawyer. But in closing, in the last 2 minutes, on every front, the Republicans are green-lighting at the leadership level. Open borders without even a law, gun control, banning bullets, to be able to ban everything else after that when the president said, grabbing the internet, launching al-Qaeda attacks, taking freedoms, NSA spying. Why are things moving so quick? What do you think's happening?
Well, I hate to say this, but I think a lot, very frankly, Alex, there's a lot on the right, the Republicans, but the only reason why they're jumping on this is because it's an Obama administration proposal. If George W. was in there, or Cruz, or whoever, one of their liking, they, I'm sorry to say, probably would switch the other way. Because they would say, well, you know, after all.
Well, that's what I'm saying. A lot of the Republican leadership is just giving Obama whatever he wants without even being a Republican. So clearly the establishment wants it. Why are they power grabbing? Why is tyranny just rushing in right now? Because
as we've talked about a million times, the left-right paradigm is an illusion. That's number one. Number two, the two things that every administration, every government since time immemorial wants, Alex Jones, is number one, the ability to limit expression of dissent and total disarmament. Those are the goals. There isn't anybody on the planet who would love to be able to say, I'm going to turn off the spigot of free thought, especially when it's negative to me. Mubarak taught us how to do it with Twitter.
That's right. There's only one government, and that was 1776, Bill of Rights, Declaration of Independence, Constitution, that said we're about free speech, we're about self-defense, we're about private property, we're about due process, and now what makes America is being flushed down the toilet. Thank you, Lionel.
Another major health threat, this one in Toledo, Ohio, where everybody in the entire city has been told not to drink the water.
Ohio's governor declaring a state of emergency.
Did you know that the average person uses about 80 to 100 gallons of water at home every single day? If there's a water emergency, will you be prepared?
Panicked residents forming long lines throughout the day.
We're here at a supermarket in Toledo. You can see the shelves empty where water once was.
To stay safe and healthy during a crisis, you must have access to safe, clean water. Water which will not be available at your local grocery store.
There's a mad dash on right now to stock up on supplies.
The ProPure Pro 1 G2.0 water filtration system is a must-have for every modern, independently minded household. Protect your family's safety during an emergency. Go to info